I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. Though send me away via subspace. Chat me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. 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 Just let your mind flow downstream, sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to turn off that little stream menu there. I'm down here. Oh no, we've got 2 glass panes. We're getting that extra number there. Don't need that. Yay. So this is my first stream since my brother went back to Los Angeles. And so thank you for joining me here tonight. I haven't warmed up my voice fully yet. We are going to have a good stream tonight, I hope. What I am thinking about doing today, so originally, you guys were here last, for those of you who were here a few days ago, I originally was going to start the next episode in Iskal's Life Resort. I was thinking maybe I would even make a Lifetime movie there. Do some Lifetime fan fiction maybe or something. But Iskal's Resort isn't quite done yet, and I can't use it right now without showing spoilers. So what we're going to do is we're gonna shelve the Iskal Resort idea. We're going to shelve the Iskal Resort idea for this episode, and we're going to do a writing episode. We're going to talk a little bit about writing down ideas. So, I was thinking, where should I start this episode? And it amused me to start it in here. Wait, what is that up there? Hold on. Whoops, can I... If I wanted to go up to there, what would be the best way to do it? First, we're going to remove this torch. And we should probably go to Sahara now, this episode too, just because people will expect it. Yeah, this is probably only going to be an hour-long stream tonight, guys, because I've got an early shift at work in the morning, so... Okay, so where does this go? This is... not a good idea. Dang it. Why am I so bad at Minecraft? Dang it, that's not how that goes. Woos. Okay, so we do have... Interesting. We have an unattended or unfinished part of the tower here. Oh, I needed that red... That was apparently... That was load-bearing redstone, apparently. Oh, man. Okay, so we haven't even started the episode yet, and we're already breaking things. Dang it. Really? Okay. So, one thing we can do is we can project these outward. And then jump. Okay. Now you can put redstone on top of... Oh, but that won't stay. And we don't have the redstone to actually place it. When did I start? Just now. Okay, so every part of this has already gone off the rails. We haven't... Okay. Also, I moved all the computer stuff around. Why am I hearing zombies inside of here? That's way too close. Where did you spawn? Did you spawn right there? Creepers have spawned in here lately, too. Dang it. Okay. So the problem is, since I had to move everything in the whole place in order to do the last, in order to do the recordings with my brother, we're kind of still figuring out, I've got wires that are not where they used to be, but I didn't take a picture of where they used to be. So, like, the mouse is getting pulled on stuff, scraping things. Dang it. Okay. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Yeah, I'm down here in slot 4 tonight. So we're going to go get some redstone. We're going to fix that lantern that we already broke 1 minute into the stream. That's priority 1. Actually, priority 1 is not dying. We also are going to talk about writing, and we're going to go to Sahara. Why do I sound tired? Well, probably because I have not warmed up my voice fully. 1 second. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, do, do, do. Robot noises. No, that's a bad warm-up. We need a good warm-up. We need a good warm-up. So we're going to search for Tom Lever's Elements. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Vocal warm-up time. There's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and radium, and nickel, neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium. europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthium, and osmium, and astatine, and rhodium, and gold, protactinium, and indium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, ytterbium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium. There's strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium. And bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Hey, thank you, Bumfuzzle Bro, for the $2 for the, who says, here's some free YouTube premium money. Well, I appreciate it. Okay. There's holmium, and helium, and hafnium, and erbium, and phosphorus, and francium, and fluorine, and terbium, and manganese, and mercury, molybdenum, magnesium, dysprosium, and scandium, and cerium, and cesium, and lead, praseodymium, platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, and tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium, and calcium, and chromium, and curium. There's silver, californium. We almost fell. There's also sulfur, californium, for I don't normally try to move in Minecraft while doing the song, but I don't want people to be too bored by me just doing the song, so clearly every part of this has collapsed, but that's fine. Will black stained glass stay up on its own? I ask because I wanted to try. Oh, I can't hold shift on these. There we go. We did it, Reddit. No! And then we almost fell to our death. There's sulfur, californium, and platinum. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. And there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered. Do. Bum bum. Okay, so we've fixed the error we introduced ourselves here. So we're gonna swing up here. Hey, John Faust, thank you for the $5. All right, hey Joe, hope you're having a good day. I am. We're just gonna call it an early night tonight. I'm only doing an hour-long stream, roughly. We are about 10 minutes in because we had the clocks change recently. And the thing about the clocks changing recently is my body isn't caught up yet. And also, I've got to do an early shift tomorrow. Now, on the plus side, I do have Friday off, so I'm going to be doing some live streaming during the day on Friday. It should be fun. And I'm also taking Monday off, so we'll be doing some daily live streams kind of throughout the weekend. This is going to be a big streaming weekend because we kind of got to the end of the year and I realized I had some vacation days I hadn't spent yet. So we're kind of spacing them out. I'm going to do a 4-day weekend this weekend and then a 4-day weekend the first weekend in December. I'm still hoping to get... Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the $20. That brings us up to... Let's see, we were at 7. Now we're at 27. So we are going to... For the first expansion, we say, howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. That camera's too high. These are the things we're fixing now that we're kind of back in the studio here. Okay. Yeah, I have a day job. It is very hard to provide for your family without one. Yeah, so anyway, that's the thing, is we are going to go kind of crazy with streams this weekend. I've got 2 D&D streams planned. We're going to be doing some test games of the tabletop role-playing game one-shot that I'm actually going to be working on in this episode. So I'm kind of thinking... So the question is, let's do some quick brainstorming real quick on this episode. So what I want to do was I want to talk about the tabletop role-playing game workshop I'm doing. Because some people are doing NaNoWriMo this year, and I don't have the inclination to write a novel at this moment. But I did see this RPG thing that Lisa Penrose recommended. They're doing another workshop season right now. The D&D streams will be Mixer only because the YouTube algorithm penalizes experimentation. Hermitcraft streams will always be on YouTube, basically, as well as other places, but anything experimental is going to be Mixer only. And that's mixer.com/Joe. Because I have a good name there. Thank you, Homework Freak 70. Appreciate it. Okay. So, here's what we're thinking. Hey, welcome Blueswolf 1996. Welcome Raiders. So, since the last episode I mostly flew around, this episode I actually have to do real construction work of some kind. And maybe that is going to be construction work inside of the Statue of Hermitry. I think people would find that soothing to see me building inside the Statue of Hermitry, right? If I was like putting in layers of floors and stuff, I think what I want to do is use all glass floors for the Statue of Hermitry, right? So, did we actually go to bed? Did I remember to actually use a bed while we were down there, or is it still not? Okay, good. It's not nighttime. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start the episode. I was going to start the episode in the bunker. I just needed to know where I was going to go. Have I ever been a dungeon master? Yes. So, we're going to put some glass floors inside the Statue of Hermitry. That is the plan there. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put these back in. We're going to get that block of diamonds in our hotbar. Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the for another $10. That brings us up to 17 out of 30. Who writes, D&D on Mixer, guess I have to follow you there now. Yeah. Oh, hey, and whoa, looks like we just got another so we were at 17 out of 20. And then looks like Eagle Fam is in the house. She has just donated another $150. So we are at 167 out of 20. That is, we're going to have $7 left over. And then we're going to have 8 face camera expansions. So let's do those now before we start the recording segment. So, howdy y'all. Crow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. As you can tell, I've got some imperfections in my skin here. One right here, one right there. You know what? You don't have to wear makeup to be beautiful. I'm living proof. There we go. There's your first face camera expansion. Body positive Joe Hills. Face positive Joe Hills. Every Joe Hills stream is very face positive, though. Hey, Jevin, welcome, Raiders. We have 7 face camera expansions to get through real quick. So, 1 second. We are just going to expand Joe. We have 6 more face camera expansions. If you've never seen a Joe Hill stream before, the way it works is I always forget to ask for money. And so I set it up so the camera gets bigger every time we hit a fundraising milestone. And then people are like, why is the camera insane? And then I go, because I forgot to ask for money and then people gave me money anyway. So we have 6 left. So what were we going to do? Grow Hills. Do. Thomas Howe just donated another $3, which brings us up to 10 out of 20 toward our next expansion. We have 5 expansions left to go. Now, once we start getting a little bit bigger here, you kind of move the camera down so that we have plenty of room to expand Joe. But then, as things start getting too large, and you'd be like, Joe, how am I going to see Hermitcraft if your face is that big? Well, here's what we do next. We go in here. Oh, that is the wrong button. We start hitting the right buttons. Filters, and we are going to go to Chroma Key, Opacity, and we're going to drop that down. Like Marley, this money has gone straight to the head. These 4 chains I have forged in life are now preventing me from moving on to the next world. Oh, no. So there we go. We are now 90% Joe-pacity with 4 remaining. There we go. So we have now entered the Joust. Now, of course, my torso is always transparent. Jevin is actually the guy who gave me the idea to wear tank tops during these streams because he's a brilliant genius. mastermind of Hermitcraft. So, where was I going to say? 5 expansions left. So now we expand Jost. And with each additional Jost expansion, that Joe-pacity goes ahead and drops down again. So we're now at 80% Joe-pacity. I need to keep growing until my forehead's off the screen. Ali Loquasto has written OK Boomer with another $5, leaving us 15 away. So we've got 4, and then we're 3/4 of the way toward the next one. I need to record at some point, but we gotta clear these expansions. So expand Jost again. Woo. Now as I start growing, boom, there's that acne right off the screen. Everybody, teenagers, everybody's like, yeah, when you get older, it goes away. It doesn't, but you can conceal it by covering it with your hair or expanding the camera so you're out of this frame. Ooh, dropping to 60% Joe-pacity. Ooh. We're kind of blurring some of these expansions together in the interest of time. I think we got 2 more left. So expand Jost. I start having to drag this off screen because the OBS doesn't handle it too well. So right now we're in T-Joe Eckhillsburg. And then for our final expansion, expand Jost. Da-da-da-da. We are down 47% expansion, or 40% Joe-pacity. There we go. Joe Hills. Here we go. What are we doing? Acknowledging the chat. Eagle Fan writes, we do not care about body imperfections. The spirit is what must be perfected. She didn't write that last part. I wrote that. Or I wrote it. I made it up. Hey, person who's spamming hi. That's not acceptable. Okay. Get a totem of undying for my phone. Totem phone. Totem phone. When I'm up in the club and dying from love? I don't know. We're things are off the rails. Choo choo. Wait, I have a thing for that. There we go. Where are we going? Okay, we're going to start the recording now. Face camera turns off. This is like a Miller Boyette production. You are now behind the scenes of a Miller Boyette production of Hermitcraft. Oh, yeah, that looks terrible with the helmet on. Oh, man, I do not have room in my inventory to properly do this intro. Dang it. Okay. Maybe it should just be weird. We're just going to do it this way. Howdy, y'all. Hermitcraft, Season 6, Episode 145, Segment Alpha, Take 1. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We are just leaving one more bunker behind. Hey, the Rolling Stone, thank you for the $30 donation. We're going to have to expand that face camera. That's going to be 2 expansions once we conclude the recording segment. We don't actually usually expand during the recording segment. I need to have enough energy there. I normally don't even acknowledge the donations during the recording segment, but I knew I needed another take. Hermitcraft, Season 6, Episode 145, Segment Alpha, Take 2. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. We are going to leave this Demise bunker behind. There's always another Demise bunker. But you know what? We need a better Demise bunker. The people have voted. The people have spoken. And like all the promises that may have been broken or unlike them, if we want to challenge past perceptions of conceptions, I think I am becoming receptive to the idea of going out and establishing a new base in a very Statue of Hermity place. Oh, we are going to need some fireworks, though, because it is night and things do not glow. I guess the moon does. Why don't I have my wings on? Let's stand in a field and die in the middle of Demise. Bad way to start an episode. See, YouTube really deeply cares about how deeply into the episode people watch. And if I die in the first 3 seconds and everybody's like, yeah, Joe died in the first 3 seconds of this episode in Demise, I'm going to watch something else. No, there are monsters nearby. Monsters, you're a waste of my time. Oh, there he is. Wait, that's a zombie pig man. What's the actual monster that's stopping me? That guy. That guy's stopping me. You gotta live your best dream. But you can't dream your best life if you can't go to bed. So instead, we're gonna hit this guy with a trident repeatedly in the way of the ancient ones. There, that seemed like a death rattle. What? Still monsters nearby? Come on. That's a turtle, not a monster. It's like the game is eventually going to be like, Joe, you were the monster all along. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, that tracks. Where were we going? We were going somewhere great. We were going to go purchase some glass for the construction of our bunker inside the mind, as well as the body of the statue of Hermitry. Luckily, Concorp here has established a very kind bunker full of empty glass boxes. Wait, really? Are they out of glass here at Concorp? Not entirely. How much is this? 1 stack for 2 diamonds. Well, luckily, I have room in my inventory for, oh, good, 1 stack. So, oh yeah, because that's going to just overlap onto there. Now, I guess we could always throw this gravel on the ground, which is technically littering, but, you know, it's biodegradable. Biodegradable. It's biodegradable. So we'll just let that do its own thing there. And also, now that we are Sahara Now members, I figure we can take this beautiful Sahara Now thing and then take advantage of the luxury benefits of that membership. Now, you might say, Joe, where does one take advantage of those membership advantages? I think it's somewhere in here. Sahara Now keycard reader. Do I have to put it inside here? I don't want it to take my thing, but I guess we have to try. Insert now membership. Do we get it back? Oh, hey, there it goes. Woo! Look at this. Now we can come up here and look at this beautiful movie camera, which has a tripod for some reason. We can press these buttons and hope they're not trapped. If somebody trapped these, that would be really bad. Wait, does this just go to the outside? Wait, why didn't we build our bunker in here? Look at this. This is like premium bunker place space. Wow. Oh, and it connects to a rail tunnel. You know, being close to public transit is very important for a lot of young families. Wow. Okay. Dang it. Dang it, Sahara. You're putting ideas in my brain. Too many ideas. Too soon. This is gonna be how I die. I'm just gonna smack into the barrier things here too many times. Where are my carrots? Okay, so you might say, Joe, you must have had a plan for this episode. And I do. I just haven't explained it yet. So my actual plan for this episode is to discuss my objectives in a writing workshop that I'm participating in. A lot of folks are doing NaNoWriMo this month, which is great if you want to write a novel, but I want to write something a little bit shorter. Some of you guys might know that I worked on a tabletop role-playing game called Pitfalls and Penguins, which involved laying out a 261-page book. I've actually broadcast myself on Twitch laying out a 261-page book. And man, that is a great way to get feedback if you accidentally press the wrong button in Adobe InDesign. But, you know, what I've never done is I've never actually written an adventure for a role-playing game that other people have actually bothered to play. And I got to thinking about it, and I realized, you know, there's this workshop recommended by Lisa Penrose. She's pretty smart. I met her when I visited Wizards of the Coast in Seattle earlier this year. And, you know, maybe I should go ahead and give that a try. Maybe I should take some of the ideas that I've had for homebrew or home game adventures and try to get them published. Now, with the program that they've got, you can actually do something where you license actual Wizards of the Coast content in your game. And traditionally, I'm always somebody where I'm like, I gotta own my vertical. I wanna own everything, you know. But at the same time, part of the joy of being part of the tabletop community is participating in various collaborations. So I realized, you know, I should set this up to take advantage of the DM's Guild license and set my adventure in Castle Ravenloft. I've got an idea for a one-shot adventure, which is like a single setting or single session kind of concept that could be really fun for me and my friends to play. I came up with the idea when I was trying to get the Hermits to play Ravenloft with me a few years ago, and I was brainstorming like, what are ways that you could speed up the game? Because Ravenloft can take 8 hours to run properly. And I was like, there's got to be a better way to explore the castle and knock everything out that doesn't, where you get the high points, but you don't necessarily have as much of the setup and things like that. So I came up with the idea that Madame Ava had hired the party to place some mystical artifacts throughout the castle. And this works because in the traditional Ravenloft game, you use a randomizer deck to determine where 3 special items will be placed throughout the castle. And Madame Ava is a fortune teller who actually will give the players hints based on the cards that are drawn at the beginning of the game. So I thought, like, wouldn't it be funny if the reason that the cards tell the players where all these things are is because, you know, Madame Ava had the things placed there. And so when I originally was playtesting this a few years ago, trying to get the Hermits to play it, which never ended up working for scheduling reasons, unrelatedly, I had the idea, okay, so the players are a group of musicians or performers who are hired for the Vampire Strahd's birthday party, and they are ostensibly touring the castle, looking for the room with the best acoustics to perform their show in, but are actually, you know, in the process, hiding all of these different objects of mystical, like, you know, import or what have you. This hasn't biodegraded yet. Dang it. Anyway, so what I came up with was okay, but it could have been better. And so I kind of started workshopping it again, which is the point of a workshop. Look at Joe Hills leaning into the concept. And I realized that what I could do is, instead of having the players necessarily be told, hey, your goal is to go hide these mystical artifacts around this castle so that somebody can, you know, kill Strahd with them, I was thinking it would be kind of funny if that was kind of a mystery element. What if Madame Ava, you know, still tells the band, hey, we're hiring you to perform at Strahd's birthday party, but you're also going to be given these objects to hide around the castle as part of a special surprise birthday scavenger hunt. With, what does the sign say? Open to the left. Okay. I realized I never actually went and took advantage of this earlier. So, basically, you know, the players think that they're hiding innocuous objects around the castle. Oh, there's the Sahara now. Okay, so when they said up and to the left, wait, maybe it's actually over there. What? Oh, they mean turn right and then turn left. Good job, guys. Okay, so how does this work? We'll get back to writing later. This is my writing process. It's very erratic. Welcome, Sahara Now member. This is my best architect's voice. Sahara Now is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get until you view all offers. See the instructions of how to use the system on the next page. And then there's like a mouse that shows up. And it's like, to view an offer, click the white button. A shulker box will appear. Click the press the offer. And the shulker. Click the green button to buy it. See the next one. Press the white button again. Yes, you get to keep a shulker box. So wait, do I have to have money to buy the shulker box? 11 diamonds. Okay, well I've only got 9. So cycle to next offer. Ice is awesome. 5 diamonds. I don't actually need that much ice, but thank you. Starving, 15 diamonds. Well, that's actually more expensive than the other one. Peckish, 12 diamonds. These are comparably priced, it looks like. I mean, it's good that they're selling so many golden carrots, but, like, I can't afford any of this except for the ice. Well... Maybe I'm gonna have to come back here when I get more diamonds. Yeah, I'm thinking so. But that's okay. You know, there's always another diamond. I'm sure I can go and what did I do to get all those diamonds in the first place? Oh yeah, I stole them. Hey, why don't we go to the Demise game registration box real quick, and then we'll come back here and buy some carrots. Time skip. I'm actually not going to go steal all the diamonds from the Demise box. I really thought about it, though, earlier. I thought, like, this is going to be funny if I do this. But then I was like, no, people will be really mad. So we're just going to... This is a short time skip, so I'm not turning the camera back on. We're just going to go ahead and sleep in the bed. And then we're going to fly over to the Statue of Liberty again. Or Hermitry. Hey, Cub Fan 135. Welcome to my Hermitcraft episode. This is a segment I'm going to cut. Hey, Joe Hill's in the future. Don't forget to cut the segment out. This is not a segment of footage that is usable. I'll shout if this ends up in the final video. Oh no. Always edit out the parts that aren't supposed to be in it. Otherwise you'll feel real dumb like some sort of idiot who can't edit. Folks on Reddit. They'll just mock you until you just want to cry. They'll say, okay, Joe, okay, Boomer, don't you know, always edit out the video or die, because Reddit isn't always the most kindly, but sometimes anyway you'll still find me reading the comments, moving on with my life, embracing slings and arrows and enduring all the strife, because we gotta go, because we gotta Joe, because you gotta know there's always something you gotta pull from your video. CubFam 135, he knows to remove all the extra footage, so he doesn't have to deal with that umbrage. I think Cub actually left. Dang it. Anyway. We'll just make a Minecraft here. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So where was I in my story idea? I was in, this is terrifying. The scaffolding being at the wrong level there is the wrong kind of scary for me. It's the wrong kind of scary. It is not the good scary. I'm going to break this one, and I'm going to put a pane or a piece of glass there. Oh, Cub Fan is still listening. Dear Mr. Cub Fan, I hope you have fun watching me place glass, even though you're done playing for now. Relax anyhow. Also, Cub, don't think you're too special. We actually did songs for a bunch of viewers earlier. You can think you're special for other reasons. Sorry, Cub Fan. Oh man, it has been a busy couple weeks. I'm really looking forward to these days off this weekend. I need them. Okay. Am I down to really 5 left? I was going to do my next segment, and I'm already out of... Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Segment Alpha B. Take 1. Alrighty. We actually didn't steal all the diamonds from the Demise bunker game. Take 2. You know, I decided instead of stealing all the diamonds from the Demise thing in a way that was going to get me yelled at, I should come down here and lay some more glass. I kind of think that these are the appropriate levels to get some floors in here. The nice thing about the glass floors is if somebody tries to put in a prank or a, what's the sort of thing we call a deadly prank? A trap. Anybody who tries to trap this, I'm going to be able to see the redstone and stuff, right? They'd have to run the traps outside the Statue of Hermitry, which is going to require additional planning. And if there's one thing hermits don't like, it's planning. You know, so I figure I'm pretty safe here as long as I can keep this kind of floor intact. But now all of a sudden I gotta go buy more glass. I'm down to my last block of diamonds. I feel like once I use this block of diamonds, I'm gonna have to change my skin. Like, that just seems fair. But I don't know if I can actually change my skin in the middle of the episode. I might have to quit the game. So we'll probably pretend that I have one more block of diamond I'm carrying around until then. But anyway, so I kind of figured with this game, it'd be fun for the players to be able to explore the castle in a way that's like less threatening than the traditional Ravenloft storyline, where you're a bunch of adventurers who are in this vampire's castle who are going to immediately be killed or slowly be tortured, whatever. You know, in this case, you have free reign of the castle. Now, the players might eventually realize, like, oh wait, these things we're carrying around are actually deadly weapons or mystical artifacts that could be used to kill a vampire. Maybe this isn't a friendly scavenger hunt game. But, you know, that's okay if the players realize that, because then they can decide to, like, go after Strahd themselves or flee. What I was kind of thinking was there'd be a few ways, like in some ways this is kind of a stealth game, because there might still be fights you have to have in the castle, because there are certain unthinking creatures that would attack you regardless. But there's also kind of some opportunities for some interesting interactions with some of the NPCs that would otherwise be generally hostile. Look at that Statue of Hermitry. This is going to make a wonderful bunker. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. We're going to, I'm going to go ahead and do a time skip here. Stop recording, turn the face camera back on. Whoa, there it is. Whoop, that is. Okay. So we actually received another $25 donation earlier, which is going to bring us up to 40 actually. So we have 2 face camera expansions we got to do and 2 Joe Passity drops. So filters here. Where are my filters at? Do, 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 do. There we go. So expand. Oh no, OBS is throwing a fit. Just do 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 do. And there we go. 40 Joe Passity, and then we gotta drag this all the way down, so OBS doesn't throw a fit, and then expand it again. Woo! I'm down to 1 good eye, although this other one's gonna be kind of vaguely in frame. We're at 35% Joe Passity. There we go. What bunker number name is this one? That's a great question. We're gonna have a sign here that says okay. So also we gotta ban that guy apparently. At Joe Hills is, whoops, caps is on. Whoops, selection is not. Joe Hills is Demise bunker. Shayna O donates 5. Right. Oh, we're actually already had 2, so we're actually up to 7 out of 20 toward the next face camera expansion. Saying, how much do I have to donate for you to shrink the face camera? The face camera shrinks on its own every day at 6 a.m. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania time. We follow, in this house, we follow Groundhog Day logic. So, Demise bunker number, okay, so 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. Demise bunker, and then we're going to do the name of a town from Pokemon, and the name of what would be another good one? What would be another good one? Wow, this is why we're doing the hour stream. We've got 15 minutes left in the stream, because this daylight savings time thing, or standard time thing, is just really rough. Let's see. Leo Pup saying, making sure my comment doesn't get lost in a sea of comments. Actually, we're going to do Punxsutawney for this one. How do I spell that? Punxsutawney. I have a guess. We're going to Google this and... Wow, my guess was not good. P-U-N... Whoops. P-U-N-X-S-U-T-A-W-N-E-Y. There we go. At Joe Hills is Demise Bunker 21 Saffron Punxsutawney. There we go. And I'm not sure that we actually need all of these. Like, I feel like objectively on some level we could get rid of some of these. But I also note that I don't have the material to do it without, like, throwing things on the ground, which is not my favorite. So we're going to put these in here for now so we can pick those up. Yeah, sorry, MView, but sometimes when, like, the clocks change and stuff, also I've been doing early shifts at work, so I gotta protect my sanity. Lovecraftian horror doesn't end at October, or Lovecraftian horror doesn't end October 31st. You gotta protecting your sanity starts in the home. I don't know. There's something there. That's not a totally insane comment. There's some sort of internal or external logic applicable there. I'm sure of it. I have 2 green screens in my inventory. Probably, yeah. Tennessee wanted to make daylight savings time permanent. It'd be great if they did. I'd be thrilled. Hey, welcome to South Carolina Juris Doctorate. Joe, do you ever feel you needed a bunch of shulker boxes? Yeah, probably. Cosmic Horror is year-round. Sanity check! Okay, so how many of these do we actually need? Not all of them, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I did... Dang it, that's the one I did like. Okay. That was the only one I did want to keep. That's fine. It'll be okay. It's going to be okay. That's what's going to happen. Everything's okay. Okay. So we still have that one going up. We're going to go ahead and consolidate those down. Thank you for pointing out that I could consolidate those. Hey, welcome, Granny. Welcome, Everyday Kendall. Welcome, Gusto the Cat. Welcome, Joseph Hernandez. Mu Abdu Jafar says, whose face is that? It's mine. My eyes are too large. But the rest of my face is too small. Okay, so we are going to want to actually scaffold that all the way up to here. Whoops, not up to there. Okay, and then we need to ban that guy. One less problem. Okay. Hey, looks like we got 10 cents from Janston. Thank you, Janston. Gonna go ahead and round that down to no beads. So we are still at $7 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. Cub fan's always groundhogging. There you go. Cub fan looks around to see his shadow, and it's diamonds. Look at my shadow. Look back at me. It's diamonds. This is how I end up in the lava if I'm not careful. But actually, wait, no, I covered that one. Good, good, good. Of course, that means that there's a hole right there that has to be filled. But whatever, we'll get to it one day at a time. Okay, so what I don't have now is a scaffolding mechanism to get down to there. But I think that this might be a way to do it. No. What I want to do, actually, I think I'm going to break this one. And then, can I use like these as gravity blocks? Oh no. Well, do I have any of the potions that will make me fall slowly? No. Do I have an ender pearl? No. Do I have the ability to glide? Yes. Okay, great. So let's go ahead and get some of these in here. Okay. So, if I look straight up here... Okay, from right here. There we go. V-Sniper 64 donated $2 and writes, "Hi, new subscriber here. Hello from Utah. Well, thank you. That brings us to 9 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. And greetings to Utah. The Salt Lake State, if I recall correctly. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tired. I was thinking about Provo, and Provo and Protect both have the pr at the beginning. So there we go. We can just swing by through up here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So now we have a scaffold that'll let us go through here. Now, in theory, scaffolding is not the best permanent ladder structure, but it does afford us several conveniences. For one thing, we can destroy it easily if we're being pursued by ghosts. So that helps. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we're streaming on Mixer, YouTube, Periscope, and the other one. Whatever Justin TV turned into. Or turned out to. Turn out for what? Okay, so I kind of want to have a layer here that's aligned with where the bottom of this arm is. That goes perfectly across to that arm. But that means that this actually needs to be higher in order to actually have these line up. Right now, I think if I'm level, I'm looking at that one. So we need to go down 2, which we just did. Is that right? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to chug the potion of fire resistance so we don't really screw this up. And we're going to eat a carrot so we really don't screw this up. Then we're going to keep going this way. Now, arguably, now that the lava's in there, I can go through with torches and fix some of the problems. But I don't have to if I don't want to. I probably should. I think ultimately I'm going to have to get rid of the lava. And the best way to make sure things don't spawn once the lava is gone is going to be to make sure that there are torches all throughout here. Because this lava, while it's very fun, is not necessarily like the best investment I've ever made in terms of my own safety. Yeah. Lava arm's a bit of a safety hazard. Okay. This is not good lighting yet either, but this is a work in progress. Lava doesn't prevent fall damage. Really, good to know. Should have moved the lava or the block one lower. I'm happy with this. Okay. So, we are inside the statue of Hermitry, building our Demise bunker. We have built several Demise bunkers around the server, but I think this is our best yet. But like, I can tell when I'm this tired. When I'm this tired in Minecraft is usually when I start making mistakes. But that's why we've time boxed the stream. We got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Okay, so while I place these blocks, I think I'm going to put on a song real quick so I can focus. So, here I'm going to go ahead and play a song I wrote performed by my brother Sean called Lay Your Head Down and Dream. And I'm going to cough, so I'm going to mute myself.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how'd it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. 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 Just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
Does it bother me that you call it the serial song? No. I'm actually really glad that that audio cue worked out. Because, like, I don't direct a lot of music, but I was like, could we try something like coffee brewing or cereal pouring noises? And my brother's like, I'll see what I can do. And it ended up working out really well. Okay. So let's see. Joshua Mild writes, wow, this is good. Thank you. Okay, so we have 3 floors now in our statue of hermitry. Now, I've gone out of my way to leave the JH in the book. Although that scaffold being right there really... I think that scaffold actually needs to be in this corner, realistically. So let's go ahead and pop out our scaffold here. The real name of that song is Lay Your Head Down and Dream. Just like it says on the tin. Landon Gill says, I thought that was professional. Thank you. Well, my brother is really good at what he does. But it's, nope, that I wrote the lyrics, he wrote the music, we came together on it. Okay. So, let me go ahead and check something real quick before we end the stream. In 3 minutes. Do 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 la da 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 do 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 do. Okay. What tin is it printed on? That's an expression that just kind of means generally like how things are. Okay, yeah. Gonna go ahead and click on this real quick, making sure I've got everything I need before we do our next thing. Great. Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the $5. Who writes, Joe, you and Sean's music is really popular with the elderly. My grandmother loves them all. Thank you. I'm glad we have a generational appeal. That brings us to $14 out of 20 toward our next face camera expansion. Okay, so I think we have roughly figured out how we want to do this. We don't have enough material to do it all, so we're going to have to go get some diamonds in the next segment we record tomorrow night. But you know what? I am getting really tired, and I do not want to screw up and die in Demise because I'm so tired. So we are going to go ahead and raid Miles Pernicious. I'm going to post a link in all 3 chats here, and you can just go ahead and tell him, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here, and he'll know who we are. So, until next time y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.